never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation chanting, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground.
A look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Rowletta looking for a first down throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Rowletta. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A handoff to Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Samson Ebukam in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta flushed out right. That is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut, 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 hut.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The point after is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And, he spins past him and into space. Still won't go down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Z.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, got four. Four down. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it. Cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. He's going to air one out. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And now out come the Giants. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's Lawletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the end zone, Lawletta to Barkley on the check down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll fake it. Now Lawletta. Spins past him. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So the Chiefs able to force the safety there. I think you probably give an assist to this Kansas City crowd at Arrowhead.
And don't they love it? They love being part of the game and having an influence on the game because they make it awfully difficult to function, especially when you're backed up deep in your own territory. I think there's a little more going on here than just crowd noise, though. But the home field advantage at Arrowhead, definitely that. A big-time advantage.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their run.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Green 39. Green 39. Ace. Ace. Z. 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 Z.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Here's Lawletta now on second. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score. And the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now here's Johnson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Now he's flunked, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The toss out to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Coleman has it here right side. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a 360. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey. Four down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Chiefs, It's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.